Greetings everybody, Maximus here. Well, I got a couple of breaking aviation news stories for you today, hot off the presses, and both are Boeing related. As I told you here in the channel last week, the indictment of ex-Boeing chief technical pilot and sacrificial lamb Mark Forkner was indeed imminent. Well, it's official. Late Thursday, a U.S. federal grand jury indicted Forkner for his participation in the cover-up of the Boeing Max's MCAS system's deadly flaws. The federal indictment alleges that Forkner is accused of deceiving the FAA and of scheming to defraud Boeing's airline customers to obtain tens of millions of dollars for Boeing. Prosecutors are alleging that Forkner provided the FAA with materially false, inaccurate, and incomplete information about the flight control software implicated in the two crashes in 2018 and 2019 in which 346 people were killed. The U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas said in an attempt to save Boeing money, Forkner allegedly withheld critical information from regulators. The DOJ went on to say that his callous choice to mislead the FAA hampered the agency's ability to protect the flying public and left pilots in the lurch, lacking information about certain 737 MAX flight controls. Forkner would be the first individual to face criminal charges related to the 737 MAX's problems. Lawyers for Forkner, who has been under investigation for more than a year and a half, said in a statement to the New York Times last year that he didn't lie to anyone and added that he would never jeopardize the safety of other pilots or their passengers. Forkner is expected to make his initial court appearance on Friday in Fort Worth before a U.S. magistrate judge. If convicted, he faces a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison on each count of wire fraud and 10 years in prison on each count of fraud involving aircraft parts and interstate commerce. And in our second breaking news story from Thursday, Boeing and the FAA said that some titanium 787 Dreamliner parts were improperly manufactured. The defect is on 787s built over the past 3 years. In a statement, a Boeing spokesman confirmed that the company had received a notice from a supplier about certain 787 parts that were improperly manufactured. Boeing said the parts were provided by Italian 787 supplier Leonardo Aerospace, which bought the defective items from Italian-based MPS Aerospace. In March, Boeing warned its fuselage supplier Spirit AeroSystems about suspected problems with parts at MPS and asked them to use alternative suppliers as it continued an audit of the Italian company's operations. Boeing said it also asked Wichita-based Spirit AeroSystems to trace any MPS parts it had used back to 2017 and to treat them as suspect and non-conforming, meaning they will be subject to further checks. Boeing said out of an abundance of caution, while they conduct further testing and evaluation, Boeing has decided to consider all products processed by MPS to be suspect. Boeing said that MPS is no longer a supplier to the company. MPS is also an approved supplier to Airbus. Airbus had no comment. Boeing said undelivered Dreamliners will be reworked as necessary prior to customer delivery. Any potential fleet actions will be determined through Boeing's normal review process and confirmed with the FAA. Boeing said that while their investigation is ongoing, they have determined that it doesn't present an immediate safety of flight concern for the active in-service fleet. The defective parts include fittings that help secure the floor beam in one fuselage section, as well as other fittings, spacers, brackets, and clips within other assemblies. The latest defect was found as Boeing continues to struggle with other defects in the 787 fleet that have caused Boeing to cut production and halt deliveries since May. Well, that's all I have for now. You know, I really want to report some good Boeing news. I really do. But until Boeing gives me some good news to report, I just take it as it comes. As usual, you let me know what you think down below. Oh, and Dr. G, if you're out there, thanks for 10 more coffees. And also someone, 5 more from you too. As always, I greatly appreciate your tremendous support. And if you'd like to help produce the channel, you can always find the links down below. Well, that's it, just a short update for you today. And as always, on your way out, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell. And remember, leave the rubber on the runway and your troubles on the ground. And I will see you next time. In the air. Yeah, This is Maximus.